You can aspire to and attain anything, but never awaken in a day without something in your agenda to help set the course for the undermining of injustice. His mother's words. Working as a maid, she raised her sons in Harlem, sent them for a time to live back in Jamaica. The grueling life he witnessed there, with relatives still laboring under colonial conditions, never left him, nor did the songs. As a janitor's assistant in New York, by chance, young Harry Belafonte was given a free ticket to the American Negro Theater. The voice of social truth and power rang out on that stage, winning him over for life. And then came his own voice. Inspired by an older generation of performers, he looked to his family's folk tradition.
But I say, please listen when I say she's smarter than the man in every way. That's right, the woman is smart.
Finding him backstage at the Village Vanguard, his idol, Paul Robeson, encouraged Harry. Get them to sing your song, and they'll want to know who you are. And slowly they did. He won a Tony Award on Broadway and performed on tour with a musical revue that took him through the American South for the first time.
I remember getting off the bus to go to the bathroom, and as I walked into the men's room, I heard a voice behind me that says, "You let go and drop, you're a dead nigger." And I turned around and took a look, and there was a state trooper. And I looked at him, and the humiliation of it, I never had a feeling like that before in my life.
Not long after, in a theater in Richmond, Harry created a stir.
One of the men said, "You sure made history in Richmond tonight." And Harry said, "What? What did I do?" He said, "You held a white woman's hand in a segregated house, and nothing happened."
He was just getting started. Acting in Hollywood films brought him acclaim, but for more independence, Harry founded his own production company that squarely took on racial themes. Politically, he soon found himself to be a key endorsement sought by Senator John F. Kennedy.
Whether it's in the field of civil rights, better minimum wages, better housing, better working conditions, jobs, I stand for these things.
As Martin Luther King's friend and confidant, he brought the nation's leading actors and performers on the scene at its pivotal moments.
I just want to say to you how much we are indebted to my dear and esteemed friend, Harry Belafonte.
In summer of 1964, he convinced friend Sidney Poitier to join him on a tense journey to Greenwood, Mississippi, to help the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee get out the vote, at a time when blacks were routinely threatened, beaten, and killed for speaking out. To further encourage the embattled SNCC student activists, Harry raised the money to take them to Africa's Guinea. There they were received by the country's president and were honored as they had never dreamt possible. Artistically, Belafonte reached across the divide with hit after hit, bringing the vitality and rapture of folk tradition to the mainstream, winning Top 40 gold.
Lots of chocolate for you to eat. Lots of coal making lots of heat. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila de Mr.
For his original television specials, he became the first African American to win an Emmy, and when sponsors balked at the racial diversity of his cast, would not concede an inch. Beyond the U.S., he drew focus continually to Africa, starting with programs that brought Kenyans to the U.S. for education, among them Barack Obama Sr. Responding to hunger in Ethiopia in 1985, he spearheaded USA Africa's world galvanizing event, We Are the World. In its aftermath, he personally took part in the food and medical relief it made possible. and in South Africa, having fought it since long before the tide finally turned on apartheid, he embraced the day when he could personally arrange a freed Nelson Mandela's first trip to America. Back home, Harry's direct immersion in the problems of gang violence and the endemic cradle-to-prison pipeline for minorities has only strengthened his resolve never to rest, never to blink, over gains won against injustice. The voice and the calling do not stop.